My PowerPoint presentation is on AL amyloidosis. The AL means American light chain, and cardiac amyloidosis. Vernon suffered with both of these diseases. AL amyloidosis is a rare disease where amyloid builds up in organs such as your heart, your spleen, your kidneys, and your liver. And in Vernon, it built up in his heart. And it's affected his kidneys just a little, but it was mainly his heart. And it's a rare disease, and it's a very abnormal protein, and it's produced in the bone marrow. And that's how Vernon was diagnosed, through his urine test. And they also did a bone marrow biopsy, and they sent it out and came back, and we were told about the AL amyloidosis. And it also can be found in tissues. The symptoms of AL amyloidosis is the swelling of your ankles, your legs, and your abdomen because the fluid is not going off. You can have shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, numbness, tingling, and neuropathy is where there's no feeling in your feet or your hands. So if you go to pick something up, you might drop it, and when you're trying to walk, the neuropathy will give off this like little shocks where you can't balance yourself and you might fall. You also have diarrhea and also weight loss, and you will form a very enlarged tongue, which prevents you from swallowing. And usually when you have that problem, I fed Vernon like applesauce, soft eggs, cream of wheat, something like that. But that's no cure for that either. And the treatments for the AL amyloidosis, it's just a treatment plan, just to help you manage the signs and the symptoms. They will give you chemotherapy to slow the progression down. And some patients might qualify for a stem cell transplant or a heart transplant. And with these two, the stem cell and the heart transplant, he didn't qualify for it. And the prognosis of AL amyloidosis, your life expectancy with just the AL amyloidosis is no more than 5 years, and he lasted 4 years, 11 months, and 22 days because he was diagnosed July 25th, 2010, and he died July 22nd, 2015. Next is cardiac amyloidosis, and this is a picture of your heart, and this is a picture of the cardiac amyloidosis. And the cardiac amyloidosis, it squeezes the heart like a sponge. And as you can see how healthy it is, and the color one. And then with the cardiac amyloidosis, is the green heart, is your heart in the color of the green. Excuse me for my explanation. But the doctor explained to us, it just like squeezes your heart like a sponge. And there's nothing really they can do for that except a treatment plan. And the symptoms of cardiac amyloidosis is excessive urination, fatigue, palpitations, shortness of breath, trouble breathing while laying down because the heart is trying to pump blood, plus it's fluid buildup also around the heart. And of course you get the swelling of your extremities. The treatment for cardiac amyloidosis, you have to do a very limited intake of salt and fluid. You might take diuretics to get rid of the extra body fluid, and calcium channel blockers is for people who have AFib. The chemotherapy also plays an important part in it. And a defibrillator, the implantable cardioverter defibrillator, is connected to a pacemaker. Vernon had the pacemaker and the defibrillator. He could not get a heart transplant because the cardiac amyloidosis was very progressive with his heart. Very poor function. Also, cardiac amyloidosis is untreatable and it's a very rapid decline in a patient, and without the amyloidosis, the prognosis for cardiac amyloidosis for a person is usually 6 months or less. In conclusion, I have submitted some pictures of me and Vernon, him in his Masonic regalia, our wedding picture 25 years ago. We were diehard Eagle fans. Well, I still am a diehard Eagle fan. And the part where he's in a tuxedo, I did that at home. We couldn't celebrate our anniversary, so I just dressed him up in a tuxedo, and we took pictures. That's him at Rehoboth Beach, in sickness and in health. That's us again. That's him in his bed. We had fun. We were smiling. That's him. He always smiled no matter what he was going through until by the last couple of days. That's us dressed up as clown. My clown name is Scoop. His was Gruckles. This is Vernon sitting out on the ramp that a veteran organization and our representative, William Carson, got built for him. He only got to use it 1 month, exactly to the day. And he was in the Dover Post. Veteran gets a ramp. So July 22nd, 2015, you can look that article up. But this is my presentation. Excuse my glasses for the glare. I cannot see. I have vision problems. But I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Take care.